And I see TikToks on here all the time that talk about like, pretty girls and how they're never approached. And it's true. Like I was just out at a bar. Black men were there. None of them talked to my friends and I. All pretty girls, black girls, none.
Y'all remember the days when men used to approach women and men will see a good looking girl out and about, mind her business. He'll go up to her, spit game, she'll be blushing, all that. Y'all remember those days? Yeah, I remember those days too. It's crazy how the world has become now. So the clip I just showed y'all right now, this is a question that a lot of women are asking. A lot of women are asking, why don't men approach women no more? What happened to men approaching women like they used to? Why did men stop approaching women? All that whoop-de-woo, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of videos. This is not just the only video. Like, this is not just like, oh, this is not just one video I found. This shit's been going on for a while now. This question of why men stop approaching women. And I feel like this is an interesting topic for me to talk about as someone like me that, I say I approach women on a consistent basis. I want to talk about why men have slowly stopped approaching women over, the span of years. But before we get into all the theoretical shit, I'm going to tell y'all about myself, you know what I'm saying? Yours truly. So, my experience with, approaching women, I want to first start off saying that I am someone who approaches women a lot. I approach like nigga. Like when I say I approach women a lot, bro, I approach women a lot. Like my nigga, if there's anyone in the, ask all my homies, you can ask any of my friends. If there's anyone in the friend group that will go up to a group of women, it don't even matter if she's by herself, a group, it don't matter what the fuck it is. It don't matter about the circumstance. My nigga, I'm sniping. I'm a sharp shooter, bro. Shooter's gonna shoot. That's why I was talking. I'm literally known like that nigga in the friend group that will literally go up to a group of girls and just go talk to all of them. Like, no question, no big deal. Like, I'll do that shit with no big deal. I mean, obviously there's a limit. I'm not going to like a group of 5 or 6 girls and talking my shit. That's crazy. But like, if it's like 3 of them, my nigga, fuck, I don't care. 3, 1v3, I guess, nigga, I can handle my own. Like, back in school, when I was in college, dog, like, me and all my homies, bro, we was just straight sniping bitches, bro. We was just straight. It don't matter where we at. We could be in the student center. We could be out playing basketball. We can be at a party. We could be in a dorm. It don't matter where it is. We see some girls that we think look good, bro, we gonna go talk to them right away. And you better be a shooter, too. All my homies be shooters. And what that nigga ESTG say, bro, everybody shooters, too. We can get into a device, shoot at you. Like, my nigga, everyone is shooters. Like, all my niggas are we straight snipers. We'll go up to a group of girls, no problem. We'll go to any girls, no big deal. But of course, not everyone's like that. Not everyone is a straight sniper. Understandable. And nowadays, more and more men are starting to approach less. They're starting to, they're not going up to girls. They're not approaching girls at bars, at clubs, at parties, at functions. They're not doing that as much no more, like as they used to back in the day. And a lot of women are asking, what's going on? What's the problem? And after me, like, doing research online, going online, looking at, videos, watching videos, looking at tweets, all that shit, and seeing the things that, some of the niggas go through, like when they approach women, I completely understand, bro. I understand why men are starting to approach women less and less. They can get completely humiliated, bro. Women would, file sexual harassment, straight rejection. Fucking, a lot of shit can go wrong, put you on blast on social media. A lot of things can go wrong. Women really be wilding out here when a nigga that they don't like approaches them, but they'll really go off the grid. Even some of the videos I done seen, right? We're gonna react to some right now, but like, men are more wary nowadays. Like, men are more on edge. Like, they're nervous. Like, but not nervous about getting rejected. It's not just about getting rejected. It's like they can lose a lot. Like, men don't want to get charges pressed on them. Like, they don't want their whole career to just go downhill because of one little mistake. So like, sometimes it's not even worth the risk. It feels like it's not even worth the risk of going up to a girl, trying to just be on some nice shit. Just trying to be calm. Just trying to be calm. Just trying to talk to her. You thought she looked good. And now the whole fucking social media is on your head. Fucking your job laid you off. You're facing charges and shit for sexual harassment when you just wanted to talk to a girl. Like, you just wanted to talk to a girl. But we're gonna react to some of these videos right now. I got a few saved on my phone because I just want to like show y'all like that I'm not trolling. I'm not out here just chatting. That men really fear this shit, bro. We're gonna react to some together.
When you approach women, not all of you women, but most of these women, you get approached 10 times out the day. And by the time I get to you, you got an attitude, you're not acknowledging me, you're disrespectful. And I'm being respectful. I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like a man's supposed to do. But for you to turn your nose up at me and not even acknowledge me as a person, you know, not even respect, like don't even respond to what I'm saying. So like, how am I supposed to feel as a man? Am I supposed to just brush it off? When y'all do that, how you think men are supposed to feel when y'all reject them so harsh, so disrespectful, don't acknowledge you as a man? When a woman reject me, I'm not gonna just say, oh, well, you know, I got this, you know who I, you know, I'm this and that. Like, you don't know who you talk. I'm not gonna say that because that's some simp shit. I'm not gonna start this relationship based off what I got, what I could do for you, who I know.
That was nice of you. Oh yeah, I'm just texting my friend. She was just texting me.
Nah, it was no problem. I had seen you had left it on the table, and I was trying to get your attention, but you kept walking, so you probably didn't hear me. So that's why I was bringing it over.
So what you came out here for?
I mean, I would bring your ID. I would want somebody to bring in mine, and I'm on break anyway, so it makes sense.
Well, I'm grown. What else you came out here for?
I mean, obviously that, and it's obvious, that you're pretty. So I was trying to talk to you so I can get to know you a little bit.
I want to get to know you. So what else you do outside this little job?
Damn,
Little job is crazy.
It's a job, not a little job. I mean,
Little job is crazy.
So I'm a bartender, so that's what I do. I mean, I'm working on a business, also, but
you working on a business?
Yeah, I'm working on a business.
You working on a business, or you trying to get in my business?
I mean, I'm working on the business. I mean, we actually make good money. Like, I get the bills paid. I have spending, but like, it's, don't let the title like fool you. Like, we make some good money here.
If you are a cis straight man, do not speak to me unless you.
To all the women out there who keep asking the question on why men are not approaching, this is what we're talking about. Watch the video that I'm stitching here, and you'll see what we're talking about. It's a whole movement of women saying they don't want men to talk to them at all. This one even says that we're like their servants. That's fine. You can have your own thoughts, whatnot. But this is why. So good dudes hear this, and we're like, okay, fine. We're done with dealing with that. And then you're all saying, there are no good men. No. We're just listening to what the fuck you're saying, and you're reaping the consequences. You reap what you sow. This is the shit that we're talking about.
So, like, you see what I'm talking about? Like, a lot of niggas are, like, they have to face disrespect from women. Like, completely being humiliated, disrespected, just the hostility, being called a creep, getting, charges pressed on them, all sorts of shit, all sorts of crazy shit, And to be honest, bro, I like to be open-minded. I like to get both sides of the story, you know what I'm saying? And as crazy, as drawn, as insane some of these women are behaving here, you know what I'm saying? I want to say that, some of the behavior is actually warranted, you know what I'm saying? Some of it is actually warranted because if you look at it through a woman's perspective, you know what I'm saying? Look at it through a woman's perspective, some women may actually been okay, men approaching them. Some women probably was cool with, men going up to them and shit, talk to them. But, of course, some women has had very bad experience with, being approached. Some men that's probably, actually harassed them, actually, like, did some crazy shit to them, which left them traumatized. And, of course, it's not good for them to, push that trauma to another man that had nothing to do with that situation. Of course it's not, but at the end of the day, trauma is trauma. It's going to expose itself one way or another. Some women have that trauma, have that, terrible experience of men approaching them, so they're completely shut down. They completely, like, don't approach me at all. Don't fucking come up to me at all, bro. I don't want no niggas to come up to me at all. Niggas out here be wild, like niggas be wild too, bro. Niggas be on some crazy shit too, not just women. Niggas be on some crazy shit too. Probably left her traumatized. Probably did some crazy shit to her. You know what I'm saying? We already know the story that. We already know how that shit can go, bro. We already know how that shit can go, and we hear many stories of this, and it's very unfortunate that our women have to go through this shit, bro. It's very unfortunate our women has to really go through some of the shit that they go through because of us niggas, bro. So now they are completely turned off with the idea of men approaching them. They don't want no nigga approaching them because they had such a life changing like experience, such a traumatic experience, and now they're out here saying men should not approach women because look at what that nigga done did to me. Look how that nigga, you know, he probably molested me. He probably, you know, he couldn't take no for an answer. Now he got physical. Now the niggas that ain't do nothing, the nigga that ain't do shit, the nigga that's just really trying to be on some polite shit, just trying to go up to a woman that he thought looked good. Now he's facing the consequence. He's facing the consequence of some other fuck nigga shit. Also other, you know, the other fuck nigga that did some weird shit to her. That nice guy, that nice nigga is now facing the consequence for that. That nice nigga does not want to approach women no more because he done had a bad experience approaching women because women were on some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? They're on some you know, disrespectful shit. They're also you know, trying to press charges on him because that's because of her experience, her past experience, her bad experience with men approaching her. So now that woman that had a terrible experience of men approaching her, she doesn't want to be approached by no more men. And now that nigga that had a terrible experience of approaching women, he doesn't want to approach no more women. People doing wrong onto each other, you know, women fucking up the chances for men, men fucking up the chances for women, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but like it's just a world full of just trauma and negative people. But yeah, as you see, the whole system is fucked up. But I feel like that's a good thing. And why am I saying that, you might be asking? Well, you know, as an opportunist like myself, you know what I'm saying, where other people see risk, I see opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So as you see, men are starting to approach women less and less, as we talked about throughout this entire video. And it's pretty evident that men don't want to approach women because of experiences that they had with women, you know what I'm saying? So we are seeing women out here, that the women that want to be approached, we see them questioning us like, why don't y'all approach us no more? Like, what's going on? Why don't you want to approach us? So now there's a lack of men. There's a scarce amount of men that are approaching women, and women are picking up on this. And now here's where the good part comes in. So I'm gonna teach y'all niggas about economics, you know, the most basic form of economics there is, you know, economics 101. So there's a lesson in economics, you know, that's called supply and demand. So I'm gonna give y'all a very, very brief lesson on supply and demand. So like when there's a large supply of something, there's a small demand of it because there's a large amount of it. It's not hard to obtain it. It's not hard to obtain it. So the demand is low because anyone can get it. But when the supply is low, there becomes a higher demand because it becomes more rare, and that's what creates the supply's value. So as y'all see by the video, the supply, which is men approaching women, is slowly decreasing. You see where I'm going with this? You know where I'm going with this? You see? That means the demand, which is women wanting men to approach them, is increasing. That means more women want men to approach them because less men are approaching women. So this is where you come in. You can capitalize off the situation that less men are approaching women. Nowadays, the way men meet women is through social media, is through online. People meet each other through online nowadays. People don't really meet each other in person like that no more. And now you can take advantage of the market of IRL. You can take advantage of that market because that market is at its low right now. It's low, so you can invest in that. You can invest you going up to women IRL because not as much men are doing it now. So you just going up to a woman in person will make you significantly stand out compared to all the niggas that in her DMs. You will stand out like a sore thumb. And that means if you stand out, your chances of bagging her becomes much higher. You think these bad bitches are out here getting approached left and right? Like 9s and 10s, bro, they don't get approached nearly as much as y'all think they do. Like 9s and 10s get approached way less than like 7s and 8s because 9s and 10s are like, men are intimidated by them. He's probably thinking like, oh, she probably has hella niggas, or oh, like she's out of my league, like I can't compete with her, you know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. But little does he know, bro, he's probably the nigga that she's looking for. He is probably the nigga that she's looking for, but he has to execute properly. Now, this is the part where a lot of men mess up, you know. The approach is never the problem, is just how they approach. Because a lot of y'all niggas be setting yourselves up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of y'all niggas be shooting yourselves in the foot because y'all think y'all are, you know, raising her up. Y'all think y'all are, you know, being this kind, this smooth, just this, you know, wholesome guy. But sometimes y'all be coming up to them in the most inconvenient of times. Like some of y'all niggas will go up to a girl when she's outside by herself in the middle of the night. Like, my nigga, use your brain for once, bro. Like, obviously she's not gonna really want to talk to you like that if she's by herself in the middle of the night next to a nigga that she does not know. She's probably not gonna want to talk to you like that, bro. Like, things like that. Or if she's on the phone, my nigga, she's talking to someone already. Like, my nigga, if she's on the phone, don't try to go up to her. Like, things like that, small things like that, like a lot of niggas don't think about, but they think they're being, you know, they're not doing no harm by just going up to them. But of course, it's not about the intention, it's about the impact. Like, literally just don't be on the weird shit. And that's why a lot of these niggas feel like, you know, women are, you know, are being extra, or they're being hostile with them. Is sometimes it's not warranted. Sometimes it's like, you know, some of these women be really just be OC for no reason. But other time, y'all do it to yourselves. Y'all don't even know what y'all even doing. Y'all just going up to a random woman, not knowing what the fuck is going on, right? Sometimes y'all be doing that to yourselves. Cause I approach women all the time, but like, this shit does not happen to me. Like, the way y'all niggas on social media be experiencing this shit, bro, how women be fucking pressing charges on you, fucking calling you out your name, all that crazy shit, calling you a creep, all that shit, bro. I don't experience that. Of course, I have my, like, no, there's some bad apples out there. I've experienced some bad approaches, you know. I experienced some bad ones. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, not every girl is. No, that's just those are just the outliers, though. Those are just the outliers. It's not a consistent thing, though. It's not a consistent thing. Most times, 8 times out of 10, it's just gonna go smooth. It's gonna go normal. Like, she's either gonna fuck with me or not. I said, nah, sorry, I have a boyfriend or something. She's gonna say something like that. She's gonna let me down easy. Like, it's either she gonna let me down easy most of the times, or okay, bet, like, let me get your IG. It's always on some cool shit. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. So I don't know how y'all niggas be approaching these women. Like, y'all niggas need to reevaluate how you approaching these women. That's probably the reason why y'all getting this terrible backlash from women whenever you do approach. Be mindful. Some of y'all niggas just really be going up without no IQ, with 0 IQ, bro. I don't know how y'all be doing it sometimes, bro. That's why y'all be setting yourselves up. Like, actually be wary of your situation, of what's going on. And like, when you see the door open, go through it. Like, when you see an open shot, take that shit, my nigga. And also, don't be OC persistent. I'm not here to teach y'all how to talk to women and shit. I'm not Mr. Bitches. I'm sorry. I'm not Mr. Bitches y'all think I am. I'm not Mr. Bitches at all. But it's just like, it's some common sense. I feel like it's really just common sense, bro. It's dead ass just common sense. Like, just don't be OC persistent. If she says no the first time, she's most likely gonna say no again. Like, it's not gonna change. The answer is probably not gonna change in the span of 2 minutes. It's literally just don't be annoying, bro. I understand some of y'all niggas really don't realize that y'all be annoying, but just don't be annoying. It's like, you gotta like have that, you know, self-awareness. Just don't be annoying. But I will say one thing, bro. If you're not used to approaching women and you're not used to, you know, just going up to talk to women, you will have a rough start. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You will have indeed a rough start, bro. You're gonna be bad before you get good. You know what I'm saying? Like any skill, you're gonna be bad before you get good. You're just gonna have to keep practicing. So you're gonna go through some bullshit, and you're gonna probably experience some of the shit that some of the men are experiencing when it comes to approaching women. But like, I'm telling you right now, like, most women want you to approach them. Like, shit hasn't changed for, like, most women want you to approach them. It's just about how you approach them that matters, you know? It's about the way you approach them, how you approach them, when you approach them. Shit, all that shit comes into play. And just be yourself. Like, no crazy shit to it. Just literally be yourself. Like, just be yourself, my dog. Just be yourself. So in conclusion, you know, we've learned a lot. We've learned that, you know, men don't want to approach women no more because of the bad experience they had with women, and women don't want to be approached by men no more because of the bad experience they had from men. I still believe that most women want to be approached, and most women want to be approached. Just be mindful of how you do it, you know what I'm saying? Because the women that are on these TikToks saying that don't approach women, that are online saying don't approach women, that right there is the minority. That is the minority of women right there that are speaking for the majority. Like, it's just literally, there's just that. You shouldn't really block your own blessing just because a few women are out here making crazy noise on social media and shit. You shouldn't approach them. You know, whatever experience they had in the past, I'm not one to like judge or one to like, you know, tell them how they should feel about it. But I'm saying it is what it is. There's good men out there that won't do that crazy shit, and you just gotta learn how to find the women that do want to be approached. I don't go through the bullshit that most of these men out here on social media talking about, like all this crazy shit that they experience when they approach women. I don't go through that shit because I don't do no crazy shit. I don't do no weird shit. I literally just talk on some normal shit. Yeah, because a lot of women do probably have a lot of bad experience when it comes to men approaching them. You know, they probably do have a lot of bad experience. But you could be that good experience, you know what I'm saying? You could be that one experience that will completely change her, you know, the way she feels about men approaching her. She like, I actually kind of like it, you know what I'm saying? I actually like it. You could be that good experience. So for all my niggas out there that are wondering, should I be approaching women? Should I still approach women? Yes or no, should I approach them? My answer is yes. Yes, approach them. Yes. That girl that you know that's in your classroom, that you don't know if you want to approach her because you don't want to come off as a creep, approach her, bro. You don't know. Like, you will never know if you don't do it. You just won't know. And now you're going to have that regret. Like, damn, I should have approached her when I had the chance. So just do it, bro. Just do it. And yeah, that's the whole video, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for watching this shit, bro. Appreciate y'all for watching it. And we out here.